Good morning, pot pickers.
Ah well. Hello, how are you all? Yes, time for a brew, and then quite severely up against it today. Quite a lot, but with a bit of luck we're about to pull it off. We'll have to see. If not, I shall not be home tonight, and it's Friday. Yes, so one must get one's arse in gear. It's 4 hours to where I'm going, 4 hours back, a total of 8 hours. So I can't get held up. I gotta double check if I can do a 10-hour drive. If I can do a 10-hour drive, that will give me some that'll give me some wiggle room. If I can't, I've got no wiggle room. I think I can do a 10-hour today, so we shall see. I got a kite on, aka tow liner, as you would have heard me whizzle grizzle yesterday. Glad people agreed with the wages thing, which I spoke about. But like I said, that's just my personal opinion. So is pretty much everything I do on the videos. It's so dark. Yeah, so we're gonna get a hell of a wiggle on. It's absolutely bucketing it out. It's cats and dogs everywhere. You see? Hey, so it's not really what I want. Oh bugger, I forgot to turn it over. So we're gonna get a wiggle, but not before this one. That was a bit of a freaky giggle, wasn't it? So yeah. What time did I start yesterday? Anybody know? Oh, boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Bit of a strange experience I had yesterday. My little boy's gone up to the big school, as he calls it. So I goes down to pick him up, and all the mummies are there, you know. He has some strange looks. But in all fairness, I don't normally pick my boy up. All these women look at me. Who are you? So, right, anyway, we're gonna get a wiggle on. And it's absolutely belting it down. So let's wrap it in more, getting the miles under our belt today. I did say it was raining. Brilliant. I just gone past a pub, and I didn't realise how early it was, because they're kicking them out to the pub and I'm just starting. So I think I've reached the point where I start too early. It's 1:15. Oh well, it is what it is. To be fair, on a Friday, I'm not a massive fan of starting this early on a Friday, but it's got to be done for me to have half a chance to try and get back. So most of the morning will be pretty much like this. So I said to the Lord, Lord, give me light. So he turned the lights on. Can't fault that guy, you know. Oh, it's going to be a long ass haul up here this morning. At least the rain's eased off anyway. Well, it stopped raining anyway. That's one thing, I suppose. It's 4 o'clock. And it's starting to get busy. Well, say it's starting to get busy. The rest of the world is waking up, as they say. I do much prefer to work this time of the mornings. It's just so much less hassle. I could have started much later in the day. Well, could have started now really if I wanted to. But you just got a full day then of just dealing with traffic. And the M1's not the best because it's got, I think it's something like 18 miles of roadworks on it. The 42 going back down will be bad. And the M5 on a Friday going south, I don't know why it is, but lately it's just absolutely gridlocked, north and south. The only thing I've got to watch this time in the morning is wherever you're going, try and check if there's no road closures, because it's just unbelievable how many nighttime closures they have on motorways. Now, I need to get up here within my first 4.5 hours driving. If there's a road closure along the way for roadworks in the night, I'm not going to make it in one go, so yeah, always check. We was in, we was out, we shook it all about, and we're done. 20 past 6, can't fault that. I was in there less than 7 minutes getting tipped. And the other morning I went there, I was there 1.5 hours. So, backload. And not a minute to spare. Not a single minute. I need to get down to down past Chesterfield as quick as I can before the morning rush hour kicks in the roadworks. Because I really can't afford to be stuck in the roadworks. But it's alright, because I got that Friday feeling. I have it every time. Well, I hope. It's rained all the way up here, now the sun's come out and my truck is absolutely bogging. Oh, shut up you. Come on, lights. Change, 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 change. Good lights. I like these lights. They are the friendly lights. They obviously know I need gotta get the tow down today. Stay green. Hoo-ha! I love this time in the morning. It's where all the normal people wake up. Christ, that postie's almost dead. Sorry, paper boy. Go on, son. Fair play to you. Christ. I think that bloke was in his 60s. I had 3 paper rounds as a kid, and that's no joke. Do my first one at 5:30, go back and do the second one at about 6:30, go to school, come home, and then do another one. I can't get my eldest out of bed before 12 o'clock, no matter what, do a paper round. Kids lacking in serious motivation. Right, come on, lights. Power to the people. Come on, lights. Green, green, green. Come on, change to green. You know you want to. Come on. Come on, stop teasing me. Green. Damn you, lights of Satan. Right. Speak to you soon. Well, we are flying, fair play. We're not having a bad little day. Pick the backload up. We've got 2 hours, 40 minutes driving, and it's going to take me about 2.5 hours to get back to the yard, so we are cutting it a little bit close today, but we should be alright. I have faith that I shall be fine. Just had to stop for a quick half-hour break. Had a quick brew with a friend of mine. Seems he loaded in the same place as me, so I stopped for a quick, cheeky cup of coffee. And it is an absolute lovely day, considering it's rained pretty much all morning. M5 North, Friday. It's just catching the tail end of an accident, and I know for a fact there's queuing traffic for 5 Mile. It's 12. It's a 3-car shunt going northbound. I think it was junction 6. I think. Already, so I know for I just done 5 Mile, and it's just solid. And here's another one. Another accident today as well, in the fast lane. All because people are not watching what's going on around them. The joy of the Friday. That will literally come to a standstill now in a matter of seconds. As you can see now, it's all queuing. Right, let's have a yap, chat, talk, whatever. So, come closer so you can all hear me. Closer again. And you. Right, the one comment, I think it was Charlie Trucker 64. I'm assuming you know where I was the other day. I had to go into Killian, but the police station ended to come down because I think there's a weight limit going in the other way, so I was told. And I turned around on the roundabout down the bottom, one of the painted roundabouts. So I'm assuming you know where that is, judging by the comment. I will say this, I don't panic very often, but that made me panic. I had visions of it all going wrong, drastically wrong, to the point I thought I might need a crane to get me out of this mess, but didn't, so happy days. But it was a bit of a hairy moment. And as for the I do apologise, I forgot your name. A man who enjoys his job never does a day's work in his life. It's very true in that. Very, very true. It's not a job for me, it's a hobby. So yeah, it is. So he's asking me to give a bit of background of what I've done. Again, I forgot your name. I do apologise for my ignorance. I'm crap with names. How did I get into this job? Pretty much, I was bred for the job. I was born into it. My father was a lorry driver. Pretty much everybody I knew, even from when I was a wee boy, all lorry drivers. My father's friend who used to be a lorry driver, he had a shop in Bedwas for lorries. You get all your bits and bobs from, you know, like you'd have all your CVs fixed and all that type of stuff. Always up there, because they were good friends of the family. So I'd quite happily sit there all day. Lorry drivers turning up, having electrics done, you know, having their ovens fitted, microwaves, and CBs fitted, all that type of stuff. So even from a young age, I pretty much lived with my father in the lorry when we was in the summer holidays, when I was in school and all that type of stuff. Wouldn't move from him. My definition of a good Saturday or a good weekend would be in the lorry with my dad, up the yard on a Saturday, dogging and chaining the lintels down, or washing the trucks. I used to love going up there, absolutely used to love it. All the drivers getting together in the cafe across the road, brilliant, loved it. So it was inevitable I was going to do this, pretty much inevitable. It's all I wanted to do anyway. There was no way out of it. I have two brothers, both lorry drivers. I bet you, if I was to name 20 of my friends or mates, all lorry drivers, and that's not including the people I work with. So yeah, it was pretty much inevitable. I've done, after spending 5 years in the army, I come out of the army, and the idea was I was going to settle down with a girl I was with at the time, which I'd been with for a long time. But it didn't work out. We just couldn't live together. We couldn't get on. I was home too much. So anyway, that went in the bin. And then I went and done my licenses myself. I worked in my father got me a job in a factory which he used to work for about 20 odd years. He was a driver there, and he got me into the factory for a few months. So still, I was pretty much doing something I'd always done. Because when I was a kid, I was always there with my father in the factory in South Wales in Catnick. I'd done that.
when I'd done all my licenses, I worked it for a warehouse company and then for a little bit, about 6 months I think it was. I couldn't cope with it. I just couldn't handle working in factories or anything like that. So, got a driving job. I dropped very, very lucky. It was just by chance. I was driving past a company in Cardiff because I was out looking around, me and my mate, and they had a lorry parked in the back of their yard. So I thought, go in and ask them, nothing to lose. So went in, and God strike me blind by ear. I went in, spoke to the guy at the time. I won't name the company for a lot of different reasons. And he said, we need a driver. Have you got your license with you? I said, I haven't got my license. I'm waiting for my license to come. I got my pass certificate, blah, 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 blah. Show me your pass certificate. Right, no problem. We need a driver for Saturday. There'll be another driver going with you in another lorry. You're going to Edinburgh, Queen Street. Brilliant, I thought. Wow. Go and pick up the lorry from Gulliver's Rentals. They were renting a lorry. So, I knew lots of different trucks at the time. When automatic gearboxes were just coming out, and the Scania gearboxes and all that, I knew all them. But I had to experience a twin splitter. I'm not going to try and explain what a twin splitter is because it's, oh wow. I can play a very merry tune on a twin splitter gearbox. I drove to Edinburgh with the other driver, and we done what they call an installation job, which it was a lot of office furniture to go into a bank, if I remember rightly, parked on Queen Street as well. That was a thing to see, that was. So yeah, so I worked for them for a bit. They were doing a bit of general haulage, bit of courier work they used to do, so I used to bounce back and forth the Arctic and sometimes in a van and things like that. So when I started to realise, how can I put this, the naughtiness, I suppose, yeah, call it the naughtiness. So nah, don't like this. So I finished, and my friend got me a job with an Italian company, and they had a depot down in South Wales at the time. So then I was running back and forth, Spain, Italy, Germany, Belgium. Used to do quite a bit of Germany, because when I was in the army I was out in Germany for 5 years. So yeah, so I'd done that. That was just pretty much general stuff. So I've been to quite a few countries, reasonably well travelled, as they say. And then the company went a bit Pete Tong. So another friend of mine got me a job here, in fact, and I come here on the flats. Loved it. I think I was here for about 4 or 5 years, 4 years I think I was. And actually I think yeah, ignore the last bit. Yeah, so I was here for about 4 years, and then I finished. I just had a really bad couple of weeks, and it was run by different people then. The person who runs it now was there at the time, but he's taken over. Anyway, so I had about 4 or 5 really bad weeks. I just had enough, I'm sick of it. I finished there then on the flats in general. But back then we used to carry all sorts. You just wouldn't believe the stuff you carry. If you fitted on the trailer, we'd carry as simple as that. Didn't matter. Machinery, steel, plant, forklifts, anything, whatever it was. If it fitted on a trailer, we would carry it. So it was a real good experience, an eye-opener as well. So yeah, like I said, bad couple of weeks, bad enough of this. And I went to work for another company on the fridges, doing European work again. And I think I dropped a bit of a boo-boo. I should have stayed there, but I didn't. I got a little bit fed up the way the work was going. I didn't want the UK work. I'd rather been across the water, out the way. It's better out there, and it's a lot better out there on the work. It's a much better way of life. The truck stops are better and all that type of stuff. But yeah, so I got a bit fed up of the UK work, going to RDCs, you know, your Tesco's and all that, because they treat you like utter crap. And most of the places you go to now, the RDCs and all that, you go to the counters and they got metal meshing down the front. The reason they do it is to stop the drivers grabbing them by the throat. And most of you, I assume most of you will agree with that. Or you've got like a little shutter just so you can poke your paperwork through. Yeah, we'll tip you when we're ready. Yeah, no problem. So yeah, that put me off. I just got sick of that. I kind of look at things of treat people you want to be the way you want to be treated. So yeah. So I'd done that for about a year, fridge work. It wasn't really my cup of tea though, because like I said, it was all UK work. I'd rather been abroad somewhere. And then I had a bit of a stint of, well, just hobbling here and there, things like that. And then I come back here again. Because as the saying goes, better the devil you know. And I come back, like I said, come back here. Pretty much been here ever since. I did work for another company for a short period. A company my brother works for. And that wasn't working out. Me and the boss weren't really seeing eye to eye on things. So, left there, then I come here. So I've pretty much always done general haulage. There's not much I haven't carried in my short driving career. I've been driving 12 years, I'm 33 now. So there was no way of me really getting away from it. I was going to be a driver at some point. Like I said, it's always what I wanted to do as well. But everybody I know are drivers. I do enjoy it. I love it. I do. It's I can't remember your name. I do apologise. Like I said earlier, a man who enjoys his job never does a day's work in his life. I don't. I love it because it's I'm left alone and not bothered. I'm quite contented with my own company. It drives my missus mad, but it don't bother me. When I used to go abroad, I never used to speak to anyone really. I wouldn't phone people because I'd have a stupidly ridiculous high phone bill. So, you know, you're pretty much on your own. Might meet the odd British driver now and again, or you might find a German who speaks good English, or Spanish, or Italian. So, you know, you have a little bit of a chinny wag back and forth. So yeah, pretty much it. Experience-wise, am I experienced? Not really. I know enough to make sure I'm alright. So I think that's pretty much what I need to know, really. All I do with these videos is if it's something I pick up, and as you've all seen if you watch the other ones, best way to strap something, or what I think is the best way to strap something. You know, there's no written rule book on how something has got to be done perfectly. You know, everything is kind of up to your own judgment. So that's pretty much what all he's about. So like I said, experience, I've done a fair share, all general and different bits and bobs. That's about it, really. Pretty much my backgroundage, as they say. Do they say that? I don't know. So I'm about an hour away from the yard now, and I've got bang on an hour's driving and an hour's working time. So today has been quite close. fact it's been a bit too bloody close. Oh. Right then, and just for the special ones, doodles! Queuing to get into the yard, and I've got 4 minutes left. There's no way on a Friday. Oh, come on. But we did do it. Luckily with the skin of our teeth. So, till next time. Toodaloo!